Good Monday evening, Southeast Texas. Welcome to 12 News Plus. We're going to take a detailed look at your forecast during the next 15 minutes of your 7-day forecast. Right now, we're looking at fair skies out there right now over at the Horseman's Western Store in Orange. Currently 67 degrees. It's been a beautiful afternoon across the area, very spring-like mode underway right now. We expect that to last for the next several days. It's part of the Roofing 911 Skycam network. As far as your allergy report, looking pretty good. Just a little bit of moderate levels of tree pollen. No weed or grass, and mold is at very low levels across Southeast Texas. In your weather headlines, we're going to be, I won't say plagued, but plagued by foggy nights the next several nights, and above normal afternoon high temperatures, maybe even a slight chance of showers in the forecast coming up on Wednesday. And we'll keep with our 20 to 30% coverage that we've had since last week. So weakening upper level disturbance. A stronger one, though, is expected as we head towards Saturday. And that's when we think that we'll see our best chance of shower and thunderstorm activity. Bad timing, I know, but wouldn't be surprised if there's maybe a very small chance of severe weather coming up Saturday afternoon and evening because of quite a bit of instability and even a little bit of speed shear, but directional shear is not that great. You'll see that in your extended forecast in just a minute. After this cold front comes through, it looks like a cooler, dry Sunday and Monday. We'll go back to cold mornings and sunny, mild afternoons. Not a strong front, but it'll bring us a drier air mass into our area. It's all about the fog tonight and whether or not that materializes. Remember, the waters have been cooled close to shore because of the number of fronts, the Arctic blast that we've seen, so those waters are relatively cool. So all that cold high pressure has moved away, and now we're seeing a moist southeasterly flow off the Gulf. So that moisture in the air is coming back over those cold waters, and it condenses because it's chilled as it moves across those cold waters. And then with those light southeasterly winds, the fog is advected or transported north as we go through overnight. May only be just low cloudiness up in the lakes, and that's primarily what it's going to be here in Beaumont and the big cities. Outlying areas, yeah, we're going to have problems on the morning commute the way it looks right now across Southeast Texas. That's why we're issuing a weather impact alert for late tonight until tomorrow morning, roughly between 9 and 10. That should start to erode across the area. So unfortunately, this pattern's not going to change. So it looks like Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, may get a break on Thursday, and Friday morning, another round of potentially dense marine or sea fog is possible. Now, not so much in the triangle in the big cities. It's mainly outlying areas. We'll likely see those visibilities go down to less than a quarter of a mile. So our recommendations are to leave early, reduce your speed, use those low beams, increase distance between you and the next car, and pay attention for rapidly changing visibilities. Our high temperatures, climatologically speaking, are on the rise. Right now, our normal high is 66 through tomorrow, Tuesday. Wednesday on through Sunday, we'll see that temperature, average afternoon high temperature, rise to 67, and next Monday our average high temperature rises to 68. So we're warming each afternoon, it seems like, across the area, and we're going to see well above normal high temperatures right on through at least Friday to the tune of at least 10 degrees. One of these days right in here, Wednesday, Thursday, we may get to near 80 degrees, and again, the records are all in the lower 80s, so that's to put things in perspective. Cold front comes in late Saturday, and it looks like Sunday into Monday will be closer to normal, but still basically above normal and into the 70s across Southeast Texas. As far as rainfall, not going to use the Euro. I just think it's too wet, and I'm thinking that we will probably see anywhere between a half an inch to an inch right on through mainly Saturday. A lot of this is going to come down Saturday. I think, again, most of us should see about a half an inch to an inch as this next front pushes through our area. So, again, it looks like light stuff, if anything at all, maybe a 20% coverage on Wednesday, a break Thursday and Friday. But, again, it's Saturday that we can pick up that inch in spots. And we'll go with a 70% coverage of showers and thunderstorms as that cold front pushes through. And then Sunday and Monday, of next week, we will see a dry weather pattern. So as you can see, pretty quiet out there right now in the Pro Roofing Concepts satellite and radar loop. Temperatures have already cooled into the mid 60s here in the triangle, in the lower 70s up in the lakes area. But again, we expect that fog to redevelop roughly at 9 to 10. We will start seeing it pile up along the coastline and begin moving into the triangle. It takes a little bit longer to get up towards the lakes area. Otherwise, we'll go with the high tomorrow after the fog of about 77 here in Beaumont. After those lows, I think those lows are too warm. We'll go with about 59 here in Beaumont. This is the direct model. What I just showed you is my forecast, 77, and we just don't think there's going to be any rainfall. The model is too wet. So we'll go with 77 tomorrow. For the lakes area, we'll go with 79 as your high temperature. I expect a low of about 6. That's too warm. We'll go about 60 and then 78, maybe 79 tomorrow afternoon. And I think you'll see a little bit of sun tomorrow. We'll go partly sunny, no rainfall expected. The drought monitor continues to show level 2 to level 3 drought over southeast Texas, anywhere between a moderate to a severe drought across southeast Texas. We think we're going to get some help as we head towards, say, Saturday. Across the areas, we're now approaching 2 inches below normal since January 1st and 3.74 inches since the December 1st. So tomorrow we don't expect any issues as far as wildfire threat across southeast Texas. It should be fairly low. Across the state right now, it has been a very mild day. In fact, a warm day over much of central Texas, where they've gotten into the lower 80s, even the mid to upper 80s up in the lake over towards southwest Texas. Otherwise, close to 80 in spots over the next couple of days. It's not unheard of across southeast Texas. So looking at satellite, we don't have a lot going on except for high pressure. And that high, or ridge of high pressure, is like up over, that's not the arrow I wanted, but the ridge of high pressure is going up and over. You can see how the clouds are basically outlining the ridge of high pressure that's over our area. So that's why we saw lots of sun and warm temperatures. We are awaiting a trough of low pressure that is over towards the Baja right now. This is what is energizing the subtropical jet stream. There is what is going to come in on Wednesday and give us that very small 20% coverage of light rain, if we see that at all, because it's weakening as it moves through. It's running into this ridge of high pressure. You see the ridge right there? This is going to weaken as it moves into that, try to move into the ridge. One thing it is doing is it's energizing the subtropical jet. See all the blue? That is mid and high level moisture, and that is what we're going to see tomorrow in the way of partly sunny skies across southeast Texas. So this will move by Wednesday. Then it's another one that is currently in the eastern Pacific that is basically going to be affecting our area for Saturday. That's when we expect the best chance of shower and thunderstorm activity over the next 7. So ridge of high pressure over us right now, pretty quiet. And tonight, it's all about the fog piling up along the coastline as that relatively warm, moist air mass comes in off the Gulf and overruns those cold water, nearshore waters. So tonight, we could probably get into the upper 50s here in the triangle to near 60 and into the lower 60s in the lakes area. Look at all the white. That white is telling us it's clouds, low clouds and fog. And then hopefully we can get a few peaks of sun tomorrow afternoon. Remember, the subtropical is a little more active because of that approaching upper level disturbance. So we'll go with highs mid to upper 70s with a south to southwest wind. Otherwise, no rain is expected tomorrow. And we'll be watching this upper level low. It's right now, it's weak. We'll call it an upper level low. It's kind of a stretch there, but it's going to be headed our way. And look how it weakens as it moves on in a Wednesday morning. So that's what's going to give us a slight chance of showers on Wednesday. And then Thursday, guess what? Another ridge of high pressure. And that means that we will see above normal temperatures, dry weather for Thursday and Friday. And then here comes the stronger trough of low pressure. And this second stronger trough will be coming in Saturday evening, it'll bring us that cold front into our area. Now, as I was saying, instability will be there. So the atmosphere is going to be unstable. We need something to kick off showers and storms. And I think we're going to have it in the form of a cold front approaching our area. There's not a lot of rotational energy in the atmosphere, but there's strong winds in the upper levels that are called speed shear. So could be some damaging winds and hail, but that's the kind of thing I'm looking at right now, as we're probably going to see a line of showers and storms move through our area associated with that cold front rather than anything else. So that will push through, and that means our front will then bring us a drier, cooler air mass as we work on into Sunday and Monday. On the Gulf, looking at slightly choppy seas around 2 feet. A dense fog advisory is in effect as that marine fog is going to be developing. We'll see southeast winds at 5 to 10 knots. Our forecast tonight, probably should see a little patchy fog up in the lakes area. It remains unclear how far this fog will be pushed northwards. I think it's a pretty good bet that we're going to see marine and coastal marine and sea fog here in the triangle, and probably in through inland southeast Texas, and it may move on up into the lakes area. So I may amend that and say cloudy with patchy dense fog. Regardless, be careful on your way to work and school tomorrow morning. This is not out of the realm of unusual weather for our area this time of year. Then tomorrow, fog in the morning, and then we're hopeful we'll see a few peaks of sun tomorrow under partly sunny skies, not expecting any rain. High temperatures may get into the upper 70s, like certainly the mid 70s, and a breezy south to southwest wind is expected at times up to 20 miles an hour. Taking a look at your weather impact 7-day forecast, kind of looks like a candy cane, doesn't it? A lot going on and not a lot, if that makes sense. We got fog in the morning Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning, and again, this is not your typical fog. This is sea fog, and it can be thick. We get a break on Thursday because of this disturbance that I showed you that's going to be coming in with that slight chance of rain on Wednesday. Look how it turns our winds to the north and east. A weak front may move through the area on Thursday, but it's back up to the north. So with northwest at nighttime to northeast overnight, it's going to be hard to get that marine fog in off the Gulf. So we're going to go with no weather impact alert for Thursday because I think the fog will be stay out in the Gulf. But Friday may see more marine fog try to develop and move in. So it looks like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings we could have the potential for patchy, dense sea fog across mainly the I-10 corridor. Otherwise, temperatures running well above normal. Our normal high is 66 degrees, 66 to 67 during this time span. So you can see you're getting a real nice taste of spring over the next 4 days. Then Saturday is when we expect the chance of showers and storms. So again, for tonight and tomorrow morning, and we can just carbon copy this and paste it as we head towards, Wednesday morning and Friday morning. Again, fog, dense fog could be an issue. Use caution driving, and in school zones especially. And that will be the case coming up Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. That 20% coverage, it looked a lot better earlier, but we stuck to our guns and kept